June 20th. In today's Murli, Baba explains why so many people spend their lives searching for happiness and never quite seem to find it. From a young age, we are taught that happiness comes later, after we achieve something, after we earn enough money, after we receive recognition, after life finally turns out the way we hoped. And so we spend years chasing the next milestone, believing that happiness is waiting for us somewhere in the future. But when we reach one goal, another quickly takes its place. The finish line keeps moving. Baba says the problem isn't that happiness is missing. The problem is that we have forgotten where to find it. True happiness is not created by circumstances. It is not created by success, approval, relationships, or achievements. Those things can bring pleasure for a while, but they cannot give the soul what it is truly looking for. The soul's happiness comes from its relationship with the Father, and when that connection becomes weak, we start looking for outside solutions to an inside problem. Today's Murli reminds us that what we have been searching for was never waiting somewhere in the future. It has always been available through our connection with Baba. Today, Baba helps us understand how to experience that relationship more deeply through three powerful teachings. The first teaching Baba gives us is about relationships. Baba says that even our closest relationships cannot give us everything we are looking for, not because people are bad or they don't love us, but because every person is human. They have their own worries, their own struggles and limitations. Think about any relationship that means a lot to you: a parent, a spouse, a close friend. There are moments when they make you feel loved, supported, and understood. And there are other moments when they disappoint you without meaning to, because they truly don't understand what you're going through, and they are busy with their own life when you need them most. That doesn't make them bad people. It just makes them human. We want them to make us feel secure all the time or understand us. We want them to fill our every emotional gap, and sooner or later we feel disappointed because they simply cannot. So Baba is asking us to value our relationships and be grateful for them, but don't expect them to become the source of your peace, because that's a job they were never meant to do. Think about someone who is constantly looking for approval. They need reassurance, they need appreciation, and they need other people to make them feel valued. As a result, they are constantly hoping the other person will give them what they need. Now, think about someone who already feels peaceful and content inside, someone who feels loved and accepted. That person still loves deeply, but they no longer need every relationship to make them feel secure, valued, or happy. And because of that, they become much easier to be around. They give without keeping score. They appreciate people more, and they take disappointments less personally. The truth is, people are much easier to love when we're not asking them to make us happy. We can appreciate them for who they are instead of being frustrated by who they are not. And I think that's what Baba is teaching here. The closer we come to him, the less we need from everyone else. Not because we care less, but because we are already receiving what we need at the source. And when that happens, relationships become something we enjoy rather than something we depend on. The second teaching Baba gives us today is that no one should leave our company empty-handed. Baba says that the wealthiest souls are not the ones with the most money, status, or recognition. They are the ones whose intellects are filled with the jewels of this knowledge. And that raises an interesting question. How do you know if you are truly rich? Not by what you know, but by what you give away. Think about the people you enjoy being around. Usually, it has very little to do with their qualifications, achievements, or possessions. You enjoy being around them because of how you feel after spending time with them. Something about their presence adds value to your day. And Baba is saying that every one of us can become that kind of person. Not by giving lectures or trying to teach everyone we meet, but by sharing whatever we have received from Baba. Sometimes that might be a kind word. Sometimes it might be patience when someone is being difficult. And sometimes it might simply be giving someone your full attention for a few minutes instead of rushing through the interaction. Have you ever noticed how one kind message can completely change someone's day? You send a text to check in on someone who may be going through something. You tell them you're thinking of them. It takes less than a minute, yet hours later, they're still thinking about it. Because someone made them feel seen. That's what Baba is talking about. Not necessarily sharing knowledge through words, but sharing something of its qualities through the way we treat people. Baba says knowledge can be like soda water. It's fizzy when you first open it, but if you leave it sitting there, it soon goes flat. The same thing can happen after Murli. We feel inspired in the morning, but by later in the day, the feeling has faded. That's why Baba doesn't just ask us to listen to the knowledge. He asks us to practice it. Because spirituality stays alive when it is lived. The third teaching Baba gives us today is about the stories we allow the mind to tell us. You could have 10 things going well, but the mind somehow finds the one thing that isn't. An unanswered message. A conversation that didn't go as expected. Something you're worried might happen next week. And before long, that one thing has taken up far more space in our minds than it deserves. Thinking about something that may never happen. Baba says the mind doesn't like empty space. If we don't give it something useful to focus on, it will usually find something unhelpful on its own. And Baba's answer is very simple. Give the mind something better to return to. Remember Baba. Keep his company throughout the day. Because if we don't choose where the mind goes, it will choose for itself. And it rarely chooses wisely. Life doesn't stop. You still go to work. You still answer emails. You still deal with people and problems. The difference is that the mind has somewhere peaceful to return to. And when that happens, the thoughts that used to dominate the day slowly lose their power. Not because we fought them, but because we gave our attention to something better. Daily practices. Practice 1. Taste the saccharine. Today, in a quiet moment, close your eyes and silently say, Baba, you are my father, my teacher, my friend, my everything. Don't rush it. Let each word mean something. Stay there for just 1 minute. By the end of the day, notice whether even a few seconds of that genuine sweetness changed how you moved through what came next. Practice 2. Fill 1 apron. Today, choose 1 person, someone you see regularly, someone who comes to your door in any sense, and consciously give them a jewel. Not knowledge necessarily. A real smile, a patient response, a moment of genuine attention, something that costs you nothing but leaves them a little richer. By evening, notice what it did to your own intoxication, whether it faded faster or lasted longer because you gave it away. Final reflection. Ask yourself tonight, where have I been going for sweetness that could only ever give me a fraction of what I needed? What jewels did I carry through the day without remembering to give them away? And how many gaps did I leave in the mind today that waste quietly filled, simply because I forgot to fill them first? You don't have to fix any of it tonight. Just notice. And then turn the heart toward Baba. Baba, you are the saccharine. Let me taste that sweetness tonight and carry it into tomorrow. Let me give away what you have filled me with. And let the mind be so busy with you that there is simply no room left for anything that does not belong. Because the soul was never meant to be thirsty in a world full of diluted sweetness. It was meant to find the source, the one concentrated, inexhaustible, endlessly giving saccharine of all relationships. and drink from it so deeply that every other relationship in its life is transformed by the overflow. Om Shanti.